Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Everything Online. Welcome to chapter 14, that is the second last chapter of this level 1 of our basic Spanish series. Now this is kind of a special chapter, this and the other next one. So this is all about you. How you can introduce yourself in Spanish is very important when you go to Spanish speaking countries or when you meet someone for the first time and you want to talk about yourself. So without any delay, let us get started. So now let us see what all we can say when we are asked to introduce or talk about ourselves. So you, and the very first thing that anyone will like to say when introducing oneself is your name, your age and where you're from. These are the basic information anyone expects to know about you. The next thing that you can talk about is about your interests and hobbies, which is a very common thing and people like to know about it. And the third thing is about your general information. So it can be about your profession, what you do, or about your family and friends, etc. So the third part is completely optional and you can add or subtract anything from that as you want. So let us get to our first part, that is telling about your name, your age and where you're from. So here is the English version of what we are going to say. So these are the sentences. The first one is of course hello, that is you're greeting the person that you're talking to. So hello, I am Shivani. I am 21 years old and I am from India. Only these three things that we are going to talk about. So now let us see how we'll say those things in Spanish. Okay, so the first line or the first sentence is hello. So that we all know is hola. So first line hola. Next is my name. So there are two ways of saying your name in Spanish, as we all know. The first way is soy Shivani, that is I am Shivani. Or the other way is me llamo Shivani, my name is Shivani. The next thing is your age. So we say I am 21 years old. So that is converted to tengo 21 años. Now tengo has the literal translation of I have, but here we use it for I am while telling your age. So tengo 21, that is my 21, and años, years old. And the next one is and I am from India. So y and soy de India. Soy, I am, from de and India. So y soy de India. Hola, soy Shivani. Tengo 21 años. Soy de India. So to generalize the first part, the first thing hola, next soy or me llamo, your name, tengo, your age, años, and the place we are from. So soy de, then your country, your state or your city. So this is the first part of your self-introduction. Moving to the second part. So the second part, as we discussed, should be about your hobbies or your likings. So let us see the English part of what we are going to say. Now, while talking about your hobbies, there are two ways you can talk about them. The first way is by starting it with I like to. So I like to read books, listen to music, watch movies or paint. And the second way is by actually saying the word hobby. So it can be a single hobby, that is my hobby is, or it can be more than one hobby. So there are my hobbies are. And lastly, your interests. That is, for example, here I have included I love dogs or cats. So now let us see what the Spanish translation of this part is. So the first way of talking about your hobbies, that is starting with I like to. For that, the Spanish version is me gusta or me gustan. Now gusta is used when you have only one hobby, that is singular, and me gustan is used for more than one hobbies, plural. So here you, for example, you can see that we can say me gustan leer libros, that is I like reading books because it is plural. But for like to paint, so me gusta pintar, me gusta pintar, okay. The next thing or the next way is by actually saying the word hobby. So for singular, my hobby is, we have me pasatiempo es, singular. And for plural, my hobbies are mis pasatiempos son. And then your hobbies. And the last part, that is your interest, that is your liking about any pets, particular birds or animals, anything. So here we have I love dogs or cats. So that is translated to amo los perros or gatos. Okay, so amo is I love, los is the plural form of the, and perros dogs or gatos cats. Okay, so amo los perros gatos. To generalize the second part, we have way 1, me gusta or me gustan, then your hobbies, or mi pasatiempo es your hobby, mis pasatiempos son your hobbies. And next, lastly, your interest, amo de your favorite animal, bird or anything. So the third part that we will be seeing is miscellaneous part. So it can include your profession, information about your family, friends, etc. So here we will be seeing the English part, and that includes the first thing, my profession or your profession. So here it is, I am a student, a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, and I love my job. Now the last part is completely optional, you might not love your job, but we will include it. It sounds good and it makes you sound like an interesting person. So, and I love my job. The next thing is about your family. So you can talk about how many brothers and sisters you have, or you can tell how many people are there in your family. So here I have included I have 1 brother and 2 sisters, or the option to that is we are a family of X people. So X can be any number. And the ultimate last part is I speak English and Spanish. Now this is some extra information about me, that how many languages I speak fluently. So now let us see the Spanish version of this. So the first part is your profession. So I am a is pretty simple. Soy un if you're a boy, una if you're a girl. Soy un or una. Now I'm a student. So soy una estudiante. If you're a doctor, soy un or una doctor. Soy un or una ingeniera for a girl, ingeniero for a boy. Similarly for all other nouns. And the little part, and I love my job. Y amo mi trabajo. Y amo mi trabajo, and I love my job. The next part is about my family. So here it is, I have 1 brother and 2 sisters. So tengo uno hermano y 2 hermanas. Notice the O and A difference for the masculine and feminine gender. Tengo uno hermano y 2 hermanas. Otherwise, the optional part about talking about your family is we are a family of X people. So somos una familia de X personas. Now imagine I am a family of 5 people. So somos una familia de 5 personas. Okay, and the last part is how many languages I speak. So I speak English and Spanish. So I will say hablo inglés y español. If you speak more than 2 languages, you can add them and adjust the sentence so on. So to generalize the last part, we have our profession first. So soy un or una, your profession. Then about your family. First with the choice of your brothers or sisters. So tengo dash hermanos y dash hermanas, or somos una familia de dash personas. And the last part is about your how many languages you speak. So hablo dash dash y dash, that way.
Now let us see, by compiling all the 3 parts together, one whole introduction about one imaginary friend of ours, Ananya. So here we go. Hola, hello, soy Ananya y tengo 32 años. So she's saying I am Ananya and I am 32 years old. Soy de México. I am from Mexico. Mis pasatiempos son jugar tenis y escribir poemas. My hobbies are playing tennis and writing poems. Amo los perros. I love dogs. Soy una arquitecta y amo mi trabajo. I am an architect and I love my job. Tengo una familia de 4 personas y 2 perros. I have a family of 4 people and 2 dogs. Hablo inglés, español y francés. I speak English, Spanish and French. So this was about her, Ananya, a sweet and short introduction about herself.
Now that we have looked on the entire thing compiled together and we have understood how we can introduce ourselves in Spanish, here are a few tips that you should remember. The very first thing is never forget to greet someone that you're talking to. Now it can be with a simple hello like we saw, hola, or if you're meeting in the morning, buenos dias, that is good morning, or afternoon, buenas tardes, that is good afternoon. It shows that you're polite and respectful to the person. The second is be polite and don't give out too much information. You don't mean to sound very annoying by giving out too much information about yourself. Be concise about what you're going to talk about and focus only on those points. And do not forget to be polite to the person you're talking to and respectful. And the last but not the least, it is always good to end it with some kind of goodbye. So it can be you have a nice day. So tenga un buen día. Pretty easy. Or hasta luego, see you later. Even if you're not going to see that person in the near future, it is good to say that. Or simply gracias. Thank you for listening to you patiently and politely. So these are the few things that you should remember. Keep practicing them and I'm sure you will gain fluency in no time. So I hope it was easy and you got the hang of it. So do not forget to share this video with your friends and family. Tell me in the comment section how you liked the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.